We currently have two leads that we can check out. The first is Henry's apartment, and the second is Vera Security. I'm going to check out Vera Security first.
The address led me to a dead-end alley at the end of a deadbeat mall. No wonder I'd never heard of Vera Security. It was the way out. I wasn't going to leave without investigating Vera's role in the robbery. The neon sign buzzed and blinked horribly.
Please don't touch the sign. You'll just make it worse.
The stall was a myriad of retro kitsch. Bottle stoppers, keychains, musical cards. The guy managed to look busy, even though he had no customers.
Look busy? He is standing around rubbing his own forehead.
Hi, I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for Vera Security.
Yes, of course. It's the shop behind you.
Thank you. The name's George, by the way.
Call me Bassam. And do please forgive me, but I'm in no mood to talk. I have a resounding headache.
Smell this.
Whew. At least it's the real thing.
Do you have any use for nail clippers?
No.
Bassam had already told me where Vera Security was. Bad migraine, eh?
The worst. The buzzing and flashing from the old sign is killing me. I thought the neon sign had potential until it broke.
Is it your sign?
No, the previous owners used to be a restaurant. But this is horrible. Adversely affecting my footfall and giving me a splitting headache.
You want me to try fixing that sign for you?
Do you know what you're doing?
I'm very good at fixing things.
Then please do. I'm no good at electricals. Marketing analysis and predicting trends is more my thing.
I took a good look at the sign. The wiring was exposed and the cover broken. No wonder it was flashing.
Well, I know that the first word means salad, but I'm very unsure of the second word. Oh, we can move these around as well.
It was a loose wire. No wonder the sign was flashing. I pulled the wire off. Well, that was one way to stop the letters flashing. Now only half the sign was illuminated. The buzzing and flashing has stopped.
And I'm very grateful. But the sign still looks pretty terrible, doesn't it? When you're building a brand from the ground up, name is everything. I need a name that makes my customers long for adventure and treasures from faraway places.
That is one big clue right there.
I could take a look at your sign, come up with something.
You're like a genie from a magic lamp.
And there is another clue to hammer it home.
Tell me about your business idea.
This stall is going to put me through college while giving me field experience. But the nonsense sign is working against me. It should spell a name for my shop. I need something original, yet familiar, bright and in your face, yet subtle and symbolic.
Original? This name is not very original at all.
I decided to keep the wire. If Bassam knew how flimsy the sign was, he wouldn't be happy.
Yes, we need to make a 7-letter word out of what we have
Seemed
here.
the letters could be moved around. Shame it didn't have the right letters to spell Bassam. I'd have to think of something else. Aha! That seemed like a good name. Hey, Bassam, how about this? I know it's not your name, but...
Aladdin. Very cool. That's a terrific name for my store. Hits every one of my USPs.
Glad you like it.
You're a genius, George. Let me know if I can do anything for you.
Hold on. Why has it only been spelt with one D? That's really odd. Anyway.
The aircon went nicely with the Art Deco detailing. The place looked like it had been out of business for a while. Vera's Security. I was going to get some answers there. I hoped. Vera's Security. It was the place I'd been looking for.
Help!
What's wrong?
There's a monster
What? Where?
on the floor. Get rid of it.
Oh, the cockroach.
Yes, the cockroach. Help!
Oh, look at it.
The reason for the lady's distress was plain. A giant cockroach roamed the floor. Come here, little fella. I think cockroaches are kind of cute. But only kind of. I was never going to catch it with my bare hands. She looked pretty scared. Hello, I'm...
Cockroach! I see the little beggar.
Annette had her radio on. Sounded like a horse race.
Leave that radio alone and sort this damn cockroach.
It was a small table with an ashtray on it. Unusual these days. The ashtray was full of cigarette butts. The filters were gold-colored. Very exotic. A crumpled cigarette pack. Romanov's, a Russian brand cigarette. The pack was empty. A full matchbox. As a child, I'd always been told not to play with matches, but I never could resist. The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared.
Stretch goal. I don't believe that anyone has actually figured out what this is meant to be. Well, apart from a dead rat in a cupboard.
The office drawers. There might be something useful in there. There was a huge cockroach in the way. Even the plant looked depressed.
George, I thought that you said this was cute, so why is it stopping you from walking by it?
It looked like there was a back office through the door. I didn't want to step on the cockroach.
Then don't. Okay, let's go and speak to Bassam.
Aha, Mr. Stobart. What can I do for you?
I found a box of matches.
Always useful, but not my bag, George. I'm more a retro lighter kind of guy.
Do you happen to know a good way to catch a cockroach?
To be honest, George, I'm better at questions on balancing budgets within a liberal economic framework. But as a layman, perhaps I could suggest you trap it? And please, whatever you do, don't squish it.
Why's that?
The entire family will catch the scent and arrive for the funeral.
Ooh, we don't want that.
You need to find a container of some sort. Then I think add this.
Rich tea. What's that, a cookie?
The perfect cockroach biscuit. Dry, dull, unsatisfying, and yet curiously Moorish.
I'll give it a try.
Glad to help.
Do cockroaches like rich tea biscuits? I will have to look that one up.
Do you know anything about Vera's security over there?
Not really. I haven't been here long, but neither have they by the looks of it.
Why do you say that?
Rush setup, new sign, low investment, and no customers except for you.
I really like your new sign.
It's magnificent. I owe you one.
What do you think?
I'm over the moon, George. Thanks to you, I can now sell my retro cavalcade of musical cards, brushes, souvenirs. And you know what they say, happy sellers make happy shoppers.
So what are you selling?
Ah, I'm glad you asked. I sell all those things you can't get anywhere else in Paris.
Like...
English biscuits, Turkish delight, French cassettes, Brazilian Betamax videos.
I'm pretty sure you can find these things around Paris somewhere.
Thank you for the cookie.
You're very welcome.
One of those rich tea biscuits, loved only by roaches and the English. I'd made a great home for a little critter. Matches always came in handy. I'd made a great home for a little critter.
Well, let's put him inside there.
I went to take a closer look.
For a moment, I went up the top of the screen because I was reminded of the first two Broken Swords where the inventory was accessed from the top of the screen. Right, what happened there?
I needed to set the trap down somewhere and wait for my friend to make his move. I set down my clever trap. Now, all I had to do was wait. The cockroach was in my matchbox. I think cockroaches are kind of cute, but only kind of. Gotcha!
You are a gentleman and no mistake. I hate cockroaches.
Always ready to help a damsel in distress.
I bet you are. Can I help you?
Yes, please. Do you know if there's anyone in the office I can talk business with?
Yes, me, chérie. I'm Annette, the manager.
Oh, gosh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean... The gloves. I just thought...
Ah, easy mistake to make. If you haven't been reconstructed, that is.
Oh, but I have been reconstructed. A number of times. From the ground up. It was a little black book, and they are always interesting.
Hands off, mister.
Can I just have a look?
Certainly not. That book is very private.
The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared. She might talk to me now.
What can I do for you?
There's been a theft at Le Lézard Bleu. A painting's been stolen.
Shame. Still, I'm sure you'll get over it.
I believe your company set up the security.
Oh, no, we didn't.
Oh, yes, you did.
Didn't.
Did.
I've got all day.
But I didn't. Innit, could I just have a quick look in your back office?
What do you take me for?
What? No. I mean, can I look in there?
Oh, I see. No, you can't. It's private.
Do you recognize it?
Oof! That would take the hair off your legs. I had a boss who wore that. Know what I mean?
Not really.
Do these clippers look familiar?
Yes. I mean, no. Why should they look familiar?
It says here that Vera was hired to do the security of the gallery. Didn't do a very good job, did you?
Where did you get that?
At the gallery.
That job was signed off. You can't say we were to blame.
I was getting a bad feeling. The place looked like a front, and the only person there wasn't helping. Maybe the office itself could give me more information.
Are you done? Only I want to listen to this next race. No thanks.
I caught the cockroach. Look, isn't he a sweetie?
Ah! Keep it away from me!
I've got a cookie.
Those dry things are disgusting.
I've got some matches.
Yes, I saw you pick them up. Keep them. I can't afford to smoke anymore.
Thanks. There was no way Annette was going to let me through the door.
Please stay on the other side of the counter.
It was like she had some kind of psychic power. She could just feel what I was trying to do.
Or she just saw you walk around here and heard you entering from behind.
The Vera phone. All expenses had been spared.
Look, do you mind not touching the office equipment?
Annette's peripheral vision was, quite simply, astounding.
Alright, so it seems like we need to create some kind of distraction.
Hello, Vera Security. We make you secure. Wrong number again. Damn nuisance calls.
I wanted to see what secrets the book might contain. There was a photo. Of course, I grabbed it. A very bad photo of Lane and Annette. That guy sure got around.
Yes.
Recognize this?
Hey, that's my photo.
That's you with Lane, I believe.
So, what if it is?
What is he to you?
Oh, my Hector. That's what he is. My little Hector.
Yeah, I thought you said you had nothing to do with the gallery.
Look, here's how it is. I've only been here a few weeks. I had nothing to do with that gallery job. I just delivered the paperwork.
So, who's the manager before you?
I don't know. She just, one day, didn't come in for work. I shouldn't be talking to you. The boss told me to keep my mouth shut.
Are you betting on a horse?
No, I just like hearing the sound of hooves.
Oh, well, that's unusual.
Don't be an idiot. I got 50 euros on Lucky Break.
Ah, well, I hope you win.
So do I, Sherry. So do I.
The boss. Have you got his number or address?
No, I've forgotten it. I mean, I never knew it.
Annette, a serious crime has been committed. You're in a lot of trouble.
I had nothing to do with it. Look, I need this job. I need the money. Anyway, it's only a silly old painting. No one got hurt.
The gallery owner was shot.
Badly?
Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Oh.
This is a murder investigation. Now, who's your boss?
I don't know. Honest, he faxes me if he wants anything.
He. Who's he?
I've never seen him, never met him. Don't make trouble for poor Annette.
Thanks. I was pretty sure Annette had told me all she was going to. She sounded scared. Time to put the thumbscrews on Lane, and I knew just how.
How did she get this job? How did she hear about this job?
Time to confront Lane. The gallery was sealed off. The place looked empty. Lane wasn't exactly easy to miss, and it looked like he wasn't around. The door led into the gallery. The door was locked and sealed off with police tape. I needed to find Lane, and I was sure he wasn't in there.
Seize the day, boys.
Hi.
Monsieur?
I found this piece of wire.
That is remarkable. You just found something like that? Who would discard something as useful as a piece of wire?
I had a feeling the waiter was being sarcastic. Look what I've got.
Monsieur, please. If the health inspector sees that, I'll be closed down.
You want a cookie?
You misunderstand the concept of the café, monsieur.
What do you think of these matches?
I prefer a latte.
Do you recognize the woman in this photo?
She was here the other night with Lane. They sneaked away to the gallery together, without paying their bill.
My suspicions of Lane were mounting, but I didn't really think he had it in him. I'm looking for Mr. Lane. Has he been here?
Ah, yes, monsieur. He came by earlier. Told me he was off to console Henri's widow. I hope she's out.
Nice guy. Let's see if we can find him. And hopefully warn the widow.